In this video, we'll be showing you how we spent 10 days in Negril, Jamaica on 7 Mile Beach.
We will be going over everything that we did, everything that we saw and ate, and all of that other good stuff during our stay. And here's the video.
Please like, comment, and subscribe. It can help us reach other parts of the world, so we can definitely bring more videos and content for you guys.
Tell your friend to tell a friend. Subscribe and share.
Hey guys, this is C and
This is Jay
versus the world.
Peaches and the mangoes that you could sell for me.
So this is us getting to the Raleigh airport about 3 o'clock in the morning and checking into our first flights.
Charlotte was our connecting flight from Raleigh, which led to Montego Bay, which was around 3 hours of flight time, which wasn't bad at all.
When we got off of the plane in Montego Bay, we met up with Gavin, who had our names on a sign that we were able to identify that he was going to be with us for the majority of the trip, which he was, and he was very, very helpful. He was able to be our tour guide. He drove us to all of our excursions with no fuss. He was so nice and so knowledgeable of all of our questions that we had, and even on the insights that we didn't even know that we had questions for. I would 100% recommend Gavin. He has his own business card. He's majority in Negril, but he could take us anywhere on the
So we stayed at Sandy Haven Luxury Boutique Hotel. It is a gated hotel, which is the most safest part in my opinion.
The hotel was a luxury hotel, so they had a in-hotel restaurant, but it was closed for the off-season. But they did offer breakfast every morning, and some of it was complimentary, and some of it you did have to pay for. But it was so beautiful nonetheless.
The walkways were really great with foliage, and the seating areas were just as great with the way they designed it as well. Check-in process was really smooth due to the staff that is there. They are amazing with helping out with first-time stays like this. They also had a nice gym area located near the check-in area, so pretty nice as well. It led all the way back to the 7 Mile Beach area and also to the rooms as well. The hotel does come with a pool inside of their area, along with a hot tub as well. We didn't use any of these because we were just mostly drawn by the beach area, but it do have a spa that's for guests only. It did look pretty nice as well.
The staff at Sandy Haven actually upgraded us to the top floor oceanside view from our original room on the garden view, because it was not only our honeymoon, but it was Jalen's birthday, and they really surprised us with that upgrade, which we've really appreciated it. You see the view here where it just took our breath away, and we spent the majority of our time on this balcony.
After that, day one was complete for us. We actually ate some food, and tree-friendly people, you know what we had to do real quick. Other than that, going for the next day. A lot of fun. The next day, Gavin picked us up for our first excursion, which was going to be Jam West. My wife picked this one, which was really cool. You can buy a package that came with ATVs. Was one of the first things that we wanted to go ahead and knock out. Located in the midst of riding is a little shack.
You did have to buy beverages first before your name was going onto the wall, but at that point in the ATV ride, we could have used some drinks anyway, so it worked out in our favor, and we got to put our stamp on the wall. The next package in the Jam West 3 sequence was ziplining, and it had about 6 to 8 zip lines that gradually got taller the longer that we went for, and it was a lot of fun. We got to see oversights, we got to see all of Jamaica and that, and it was a great breath of fresh air, quite literally. So after the zip line, we were able to get into this mineral bath that helped cleanse the skin of all of our sand flea bites, which you have to be aware of. Took a little video, and we were just able to kind of relax after the zip line, kind of wash off all the grime, and it was very, very, very refreshing. It wasn't hot, it was really cool, and those are all the minerals that help in the bath and everything like that.
A small lunch was provided, and then we moved right on to the next course, which is going to be horseback riding. Beware of the sand fleas here too as well, because you will have to ride the horses through water. But other than that, Jam West was really fun. Here's the aftermath of a couple of days without wearing bug spray, and just
we got
yeah, just the varied outcome. It looked way worse than what pictures can describe in
But
videos.
I would say first thing when you land is heavy on the bug spray for sure. So after Jam West, we got ready for dinner, took a few pictures right here, and then we headed out to the Best of the West restaurant right across from the hotel. We ate good food, hung out with the local cats, and just enjoyed the views of 7 Mile Beach.
Our next location took us a little bit more deeper into Westmoreland, Jamaica. We ended up landing at Dunn's River Fall, which is a waterfall area that we did walk through. It was very cold at first, but then we started really warming up to it. Our tour guide was amazing. He was pretty cool. Took us all the way through, showed us cool spots to jump off of, and they also had like a rope swinging tree as well. We both did our own versions of it. Other than that, like I said, the tour guide was great, and the vibes were just great as well.
So after a few of the falls, we got into some clay that we were able to lather on our sand flea bites, which calmed the irritation. We were able to go back into more waterfalls and wash and make sure all of that was rinsed off really good. And there was about 23 waterfalls, I think is what he said, that we went through, that we climbed through, swam through, and none of it was too deep, rather than the places that we were jumping in and swinging off the rope swing. Everything was pretty walkable. I would recommend water shoes because the rocks get pretty slippery, but the guide was able to guide us to the right footing path and how everything else worked like that so we could get through safely. The views around the waterfalls were so amazing. We're up in the mountains, and it was really just a breathtaking spot.
Our next stop was one of the blue holes in Jamaica. This was pretty cool. It was too cold to jump down into the water, but it was a very cool sight to see. Unexpected thing out of it, we ended up walking through their cannabis farm, which is located a little bit more on top of the mountain. As you can see, it was a full farm. The smell, you can smell fruity pebbles almost coming out the mountains. Literally, it was the greatest smell in the world. A lot of plants. Rub your fingers on the stems and you can just smell the craziness of the plant. Tyrone was a great guide to us. He showed us not one but 2, 3 fields full of cannabis that had been growing. Nice spring water helps keep these plants nourished. So these are very, very well grown and treated.
And what they didn't show you at the first half, our guide smacked the trees, and we got fresh mangoes, and so that's what I was eating in that clip right there. It was fresh, literally smacked right off the tree, and it was so delicious.
So freshness everywhere, all the way around.
So after our excursion at Blue Hole, we went home and obviously tasted some of our samples that we brought, and then we went out to dinner. I think the restaurant was called Lily's. I'm not sure off the top of my head though, but it was right off the beach. It was only a few minutes walk from our actual hotel, and the views that we were able to see as we were eating was just, look at that, chef's kiss. It was so good.
This next kind of collage of videos was my birthday. We kind of chilled in the hotel until later on that night, and then we went on a solo boat ride all the way to Ritz Cafe. As you can see, this boat was full of people that just been floating past all day, and then you just got us in this boat, not even full to the brim, thanks to Pops in New York. Special shout out to them. But we did go ahead and float all the way through the side of Jamaica's Negril and ended up at Ritz Cafe. I will say this, we did look like some celebrities when we did show up. Like I said, these boats are filled to the brim with tourists, and it was just a cool feeling to just hop off the boat with just me and my wife and Buddy in New York and just get some good eats, listen to some good music and such. It was a cool feeling, but definitely the greatest birthday I've ever had in my life, thanks to my lovely wife all the way.
Where's my Caribbean people right now?
Prior to getting back on the boat, it was a nice and chill boat ride home. It was a very great birthday, to say the least. Thanks to New York, thanks to my wife. This is the last day coming up.
So across the water from the hotel that we could see was this little island that we were pretty curious about. So we asked all around the hotel for the staff to see what it was. It turned out it was this island called Booby Cay. Yes. And we ended up going to it for our last day just so we could kind of see what it was about, because we weren't sure if we were allowed to go there, but turns out that we were. So we got our man Pops to take us back out there, and we explored Booby Cay. I will give a forewarning though, the island itself is a cross from two nudists beach, and that is very common there. So there was people who were in the nude, and I guess that's not too bad of a thing, but just beware. So we took a few pictures, a few videos, saw the sights that Booby Cay had to offer, and
There's going to be some guys there. They're going to offer you some lobsters. You just have to go over there and pick them. And then you can enjoy the island as they're cooking them. And then they'll let you know when it's ready to go. They were good. They were really good.
So good.
Went back home right before it rained and just chilled out the rest of that night. I said bye to all our favorite staff and headed out the next morning. Please give your utmost respect for the Jamaican people, because they are filled with love and kindness. You will not be disappointed by the way they treat foreigners. Just please have respect for them. Other than that, I hope you enjoy your stay in Jamaica, and we'll see you for
Our next video.